Big 12 Radio, this is Big 12 Today. We are presented by Modelo. Heard on TuneIn, watched on Big 12 Studios. Along with James Westling, I am Ari Tebkin. And we are so pleased to be joined right now by Bill Fennelly, the head women's basketball coach at Iowa State, as the Iowa State women's basketball team is off to a 12-0 start. And Audi Krooks averaging a modest 27.8 points per game on 72% shooting. My goodness, we knew Audi had the chance to be really good, but she's on another level right now.
Yeah, she really is. She's played really, really well. Just seems like she got better and better, and put up some monster numbers and done it in really tough situations. But really proud of her. I think the thing with us is, our balance has been good. We're getting her the ball at the right times. She's learning to handle every kind of defense there is, and hopefully that'll continue.
Bill, talk a little bit about your backcourt. Jada Williams has 87 assists and is scoring in double figures. I mean, how have they adjusted to the sensational start that Krooks has had in terms of getting her the ball, for lack of a better term?
Yeah, I mean, we've had Addie Brown in the past, and Addie's one of the more versatile players in the country, in my opinion. And the way we play our offense, she's kind of the point forward kind of player that's going to get the ball and score it. But Jada might be as big a portal impact on a program as there is in the country, to be honest with you. What she's done for our team has been phenomenal. She's a downhill guard. She's aggressive with the ball. She's not afraid to try and make plays every single game. I think I didn't realize at the time she never had a double-double in her life, and she's already had 4 early in our season. And I think, again, that's because she's aggressive. She's throwing it to Audie. When you have an assist, you got to throw the ball to somebody who's going to catch it and make it. And Audie's doing that a lot. Addie's doing that a lot. But Jada's been tremendous and changed our team in a lot of ways.
How has Audie gotten better?
I think the big thing, Ari, is, the one thing that people don't realize about Audie is she's not as tall as people think. When they see her, oh, we thought you were 6'6". I mean, she's about 6'2" and a half. But so she's had to have a counter move. We worked really hard on, like a little fadeaway step back. We've worked really hard with her on how to handle double teams. Usually post players are not the best passers. So we've worked really hard on, you're going to get the ball, you're going to give it up, but then you're going to get it back. We've worked really hard on that. Her free throw shooting is getting better. That's got to get better. And then she's got to, move to the next level defensively. She's starting to do that. But Ari, I think the bigger thing for her, if you asked her, is she wants to be a leader. Everyone talks about being a leader when it's convenient for them. But
yeah.
I think she saw, I want to lead when it's going good for me and, all that stuff. But I was really proud of her. She did not play in our last game. She got dinged up a little bit, and we were very, taking great precaution to, be smart. And she didn't play against you and I, but she was engaged. She did the things that leaders can do. And we talk every day about what are you doing to impact success of the group, and you can always find something. And I'm really proud of the way she's gone about her business.
Bill, I don't know about you, but, man, my head is spinning. We've got Audie, we got Addie, we got Ari in the house.
Ari would never make it in practice because I got Audi Brown and Audi Krooks and Audi, Addie, Ari. Oh God, no! Now I've kind of gone to AB because I can't say Audi, Addie because they're in the game all the time, and so now I've kind of gone to AB to try to clarify that. But no, that would be a disaster.
Well, you have it, Ari, right? Ariana Jackson.
Ariana Jackson, yeah. So she's AJ.
Allie, Alyssa.
There we go.
You can't recruit any more 8 names as long as Addie and Audie are there.
Yeah. They're all good. They called AJ and Audie and Addie came in together, so they call themselves AAA.
Oh man, that's awesome.
We're trying to get them an NIL deal with AAA.
That'd be awesome.
But yeah, it's been fun.
We can roll with that. All right, let's talk about AB, Addie Brown. Like, you look at her numbers and her length, and you just don't see stats like this. Like 15 a night, 67 assists, shooting 47% from 3, makes her free throws, averages almost 10 rebounds. Like, she is a stat stuffer. So explain like I'm five, her game.
Yeah, she is exactly that. She impacts the game every single play for us. She scores it, she passes it, she rebounds it, she guards it. She's as cerebral a kid as we've ever had. She understands the game. She's always texting me, "Hey, this play will work. I don't like this play." She's like, even though she's not the point guard, she thinks like a point guard. She acts like a point guard. Her sister Kennedy was a really good player at Duke. So she understands this level. She pays attention to the game. A lot of players don't really pay attention to anything unless it's good for them. She pays attention to the sport. She watches the game. She'll text me, "Hey, I just saw this play on TV. That'll work for us." And she just is always trying to get better. She works really hard at it. She's almost too hard on herself at times, and we've got to work through that a little bit. But she's as versatile a kid as there is in the country, in my opinion. She's going to be a pro. She's going to impact some franchise in my mind without question. And Rebecca Lobo did our game the other night, ESPN game, and I said to her before the game, I said, "Watch Addie and tell me what you think." And she goes, "Oh, she's a pro." And I think her and Audie both have a chance to play beyond their time here.
You've had some really good wins already this season, Marquette, Indiana. But, I mean, how satisfying was the win against Iowa? If people are watching at Big 12 Studios, they're seeing a lot of those highlights. But, I mean, 2 top 11 teams. Obviously, we know about the Cyhawk series. How satisfying was it to get a win against Iowa?
Oh, it's huge for us in so many ways. And, people outside of our state, the Iowa thing is huge. We don't have Major League Sports in our state. So this is, the biggest deal there is. And, we play one night, the guys played the next night. And then they have a Cyhawk series where we keep track of points. And this was a great year for Iowa State. We beat them in football, we beat them in volleyball, we beat them in wrestling, we beat them in cross country. And for our game, which was fun, we got to clinch the Cyhawk series with our win. So,
oh, nice.
Really, really good team. Iowa's a very good team. But those are the kind of wins that you want on your resume moving forward. It made us better. I told our team before the game, anything we do well against Iowa, I think we can do well in our league. And anything we don't do well, we better fix quick because the Big 12's coming. And obviously it's coming for us on Sunday. So very proud of our team.
Bill, did you see signs this offseason that this team could be this good? Like, you finished 8-3 in your last 11 games last year. It just, last year you finished strong. This year you are off to a strong start. I don't think that's a coincidence, right?
No, James, that's a great point. I knew we had the pieces. I think the challenge for us was, we have 8 juniors on our team. So we were a little bit older. I made the mistake last year. Our schedule was not the way it should have been built. We should have added maybe one more portal guy to give us some experience because we really struggled against the older, more experienced, more physical teams down the stretch. So I knew we'd be older, we'd be better. And then the challenge would be, 4 of our top 5 perimeter guys are new. They're all very talented. Kenzie Hare redshirted because of an injury. Jada's new. EP's new. So we and Reese Beatty's one of our freshmen. So I thought this summer if we could get those guys on board, we had a chance to be a pretty good team. Now, where that goes from here, I don't really know, but I do. I vote on the coaches' top 25 poll, and after UConn and Texas, you could pick anyone you want. I mean, through number 30, and so I don't know that we're the 10th best team in the country. I doubt it, but I don't know who is. And now it's about showing up in conference play and doing the things that we need to do. But I'm really proud of what our team has done up to this point.
How much do you watch Big 12 teams outside of Big 12 play? How much advanced scouting are you doing kind of this time of year? I mean, obviously this time of year you are because you're about to start Big 12 play, but in November and December, early December, are you deep into it in terms of watching Big 12 teams?
No, I don't. To be blunt about it,
yeah.
my mindset here, and I bore our local media guys to death, because I am a next 40-minute guy.
Yeah.
Period. Now my staff, absolutely. They've been watching Kansas since the opening day. So we're way ahead of and we started that a little bit earlier this year. We usually waited. Let's get into December. Who's playing? Who's not? But we started all of them, especially with a conference game early. So we've invested. My staff has, to their credit, an insane amount of time on Kansas because of the Big 12 schedule. You play one conference game before Christmas, and this is a tough time of year. I think we've been doing this since June, the players, so it's like we're in finals week now. You play Kansas, and they want to go home for Christmas. I get it. So I'm like, I'm a big believer that finishing something is a skill, and we need to finish. And I tell our guys, we did not come this far to only come this far. So we got to hang on, get through finals, and hopefully Sunday be ready to play one more good game against a really good Kansas team, and then take a much-needed break and come back and sprint to the finish line.
Yeah, it's pretty wild in terms of the schedule because they played Sunday against Northern Iowa, then they play Sunday against Kansas, so it's basically a week between, and then 10 days again they'll play Houston. So, I mean, it's 2 games in 3 weeks, and then it's like, strap it in.
Right.
You got games every day.
Yeah, and that's the weird thing about basketball, guys, is like once we get back from the holidays, we have 2/3 of our games left, but time-wise, 2/3 of the season is over.
Yeah.
Right.
So you just once that spigot opens and you go to Houston on December 31st, it's just nonstop. There's one bye in there, but it's and you're playing 3 games in a week, and now because of TV and we appreciate the work that everyone's doing to promote women's basketball, but now you're playing on different. It used to be just Wednesdays, Saturdays. Now you're playing Mondays and Thursdays and Fridays, and anytime you can get on TV, you got to take it. And that's what happened. Like when we played Wednesday against Iowa, it was one of the most watched women's game all year, and one of the most watched women's games in a long time. So you got to take advantage of those opportunities.
Yeah, Bill, I had a game this past Sunday, and I'm just curious, like your approach with your team this time of year, because it's a sleepy spot for everybody because you've got finals week, then you've got Christmas, then you've got the new year, and for you've got a Big 12 game coming up this weekend. So like you guys have to be dialed in.
Yeah, we do, and we've talked about it a lot, and maybe almost to the excess. Like I said, well, my number one skill set is I worry. I worry about, that's my number one thing I do well is I worry about things. And this week worries me more than any week. Luckily, I'm not worried about their academics, but you're investing a lot of time. Your body's worn down, mentally. And their parents are like, hey, when are you coming home for Christmas? We're going to go to grandma's house. We got to get shopping done. Like, oh, by the way, we're playing a Big 12 game on national TV Sunday afternoon. It's like, do you have one, the old joke about they had their dress socks on underneath their game socks. And, it's like you just got to keep reminding them. I feel like we understand it, but at the same time, you just don't know. You don't know until you get there. But, that's why we took Monday, Tuesday off. We're going to shoot on Wednesday, kind of blow the dust off of them. Thursday, in and out in an hour, do Iowa State stuff, and then we prep 2 days. So we're trying to keep our rhythm, keep the things going, and just not let them leave something on the table. And we've done a great job of it so far, but we got a tremendous challenge in front of us Sunday.
Yeah. All right. Well said, as always. It's always fun to visit with you, and what an incredible start for your team. And man, just when you thought Audi couldn't get any better, what a dynamic duo you've got. Coach Bill Fennelly for Iowa State, thanks for your time as always. Have a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year, brother. Take care.
Hey, thank you guys for all you do for the Big 12. Merry Christmas.
Thank you.
Go Cyclones.
See you, Bill.
Bill Fennelly joining us here, talking about his team. 12-0 start with wins over Iowa, 11th ranked Iowa, 74-69 on Wednesday. They've got Kansas on Sunday before their break. And then Houston on New Year's Eve. All right, with James Westling, I'm Ari Tepkin. This is Big 12 Radio, Big 12 Today. Heard on TuneIn, watched on Big 12 Studios. Our Big 12 Today All Big 12 teams continue. We've gone through quarterbacks, running backs, wide receivers. Now we're on offensive line. The first team, second team, third team, all Big 12 offensive linemen are next with James Amari. This is Big 12 Radio, presented by Modelo, heard on TuneIn, watched on Big 12 Studios.